Hello! Welcome to the streams, Apparition, OA, and PDI. Oh yeah, today is the normal day of the streams for Umi. If you guys are wondering where my reaction to some epic godlike battles are, you better go on back and watch yesterday's video. I just really wanted to continue Umineko so badly that I did the next part last night. So, hello, Siwat. Lovely to see you. So yeah, this is the part after that. So, and also to get just to keep with the normal schedule. Hello, Kamaida. Hello. In 2 days is going to be Siconia again. I'll finally get back to that. I'm so glad I read all those profiles in one video. So, anyway, a bit of a recap. Last time, we witnessed absolute insanity. Hello, Marin, an eternal magician. Hello. Absolute fucking insanity. First of all, let me start from the fucking beginning. Kumasawa was revealed to be Beatrice's master, the original Beatrice, whom she had bequeathed her title to. Hello, G-Shot. And she went on and she challenged Beatrice to a battle. And they went 150% anime. And it was amazing. Oh my god. They were summoning all kinds of crazy shit. But Beatrice in the end, my Beato, won. Oh my god. That was so epic, you guys. Oh my god, seriously. And seriously, I just can't even, would anyone have ever thought that this would be in episode 3 after watching episode 1? Oh yeah, Goda died. Yeah, by the way. Hello, Peekaboo. Oh my god. Yeah, but his death was relatively normal compared to the actual contents of last time. Oh my god. Hello, Apparition. Oh my god, Battler finally saw magical battles and he was just about to give up. But then Beatrice's master, who has taken the name Virgilia, has basically become kind of his mentor, his Yoda figure. And just like, you know, for some reason, which I can't imagine why. And basically is trying to help him, bringing up the whole thing of Schrodinger's cat and that there's no damage after the battle. So they can't prove that it was actually magic. In which case, I don't know what it actually was. But I just can't even, like, we were about to head back to back to reality, which I don't know if I can even recover from, of the adults discovering that hello, Alpine, welcome to the stream. The adults discovering that all the bodies of the 6 people who've died were locked behind different rooms. And we saw Beatrice actually order Ronove to put them in different rooms, which is really interesting. It feels like those two are just having fun with each other now. She's wanting to play with Battler. So anyway, let's get back into it. forget what the adults expected. Hello, Nagels. At least for us kids, these are supposed to be a fun couple of days, where cousins deepen their friendship. However, when we woke up, there was an unbelievably cruel reality waiting for us. George, Aniki, and Jessica were crying over Shannon and Kanan-kun's deaths. Right now, everyone who was alive had gathered in the lobby on the first floor of the guest house. New background! I don't think I've ever seen this background before. Wow! And there were 12 people there. Unbelievable, right? There were 18 until yesterday. And in one night, a third of that number had lost their lives. I eventually sobered up from my agitation, and along with my lack of sleep, from being woken up so early in the morning, I was beginning to feel a faint sense of unreality. I want to think this is some kind of bad dream. My cheap escapism keeps telling me that over and over. Maria had gone back to sleep on the sofa Rosa was sitting in. Another new background. Rather than having nerves of steel, she probably genuinely haven't had enough sleep. This time, it's my turn with the good. Y'all got your chance, now it's mine. You're mine. Oh my god. The adults were holding items from what was apparently grandfather's collection. Short-barrel Winchester rifles. Apparently relics from a time he'd been obsessed with westerns. There were 4 guns altogether. Those had been split up among the 4 siblings. Uncle Kraus, Aunt Eva, my dad, and Aunt Rosa. Paper boxes filled with bullets lay on the table, and the siblings were silently loading them. It's a little scary. Even now, touching one of these. Look at how tired he looks. I get the feeling Dane will yell, "Don't touch that!" And he'll hit me. Well, isn't that great? No matter how much you touch them, you won't be hit again. I can't believe it. Just think that father would meet this kind of end. Well, I never did expect Kinzo-san to die normally in his bed. I kind of been expecting him to die in some bizarre self-inflicted ritual. Which, come to think of it, I was kind of on the nose. But even so, it's too horrible. Hey. I wonder if that really was father? I think it might be a different person's corpse, used as a substitute to trick us. Yeah, I thought that too, Eva. It's not the case. No, it was father, without a doubt. You saw his toes, right?
世間広しといえど、両足の指が6本の人間はそうはいませんよ。
Generally speaking, there aren't many humans with 6 toes on both feet.
でも、いないとも言えない。
But that doesn't mean that such people don't exist.
多指症は珍しくない病気だと聞いたわ。
I've heard that polydactyly isn't that rare of a disease.
大仕掛けの大好きな方なんでしょ？
He was a man who liked large-scale tricks, right?
どこかで両足の指の数が自分と同じな遺体を手配したかもしれないわ。
He might have obtained a corpse from somewhere that had the same number of toes on both feet. Y'all hear that? I'm actually alive for this part of the story, so now I get to be the detective. Move on over, Battler. Yes, stepmom.
バカバカしい。
Ridiculous.
そんなこと何のためにするというのですか？
Why would he do something like that?
普通の人にならわしもそう言うわ。
I agreed. I'd agree if it was a normal person.
しかしあのお父さんや。
But this is father we're talking about.
Hello, James. Welcome to the stream.
キリエさんの話も全くの口頭無形とは言い切れんのやないか。
You can't be sure Kirie-san's talking nonsense.
少子体は身元の確認が難しいという。
After all, bird in the corpse makes it hard to identify.
歯型とか骨格とかいろいろ調べる方法はあるはずさ。
Still, there should be a few ways to examine him from his teeth and bone structure.
警察が調べれば一発で身元なんかわかるに決まってる。
If the police investigated, of course they'd be able to know whose body it was right away.
問題は警察より先に電話技師が必要だという点だがね。
The problem is that now we need a telephone engineer. More than the police right now.
この台風じゃ船は来られないでしょうね。
The boats probably won't come in this typhoon.
なら明日になるのかしら。
So, will they arrive tomorrow?
おそらく明日の9時にもう一度船が来てくれるでしょう。
Most likely, the boat will come again at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
そこで警察に連絡できると思います。
Then, I believe, we will be able to contact the police.
私たちも
It's the same for us.
そして犯人も
And the culprit.
つまりは台風が通り過ぎるまでこの島に閉じ込められたってわけね。
Until the typhoon passes, this island will be closed off. Just from our parents' conversation, you could probably figure out the general gist, but let's explain the situation anyway. First, early that morning, in various places throughout the mansion, a total of 6 corpses, including grandfather and all the servants, had been found one after another. In the boiler room again! Interesting. First, grandfather had been in the boiler room, completely burnt. The servants had died, each shut up in the rooms throughout the mansion that had magic circles drawn on them. The cause of death for the servants was uncertain, but according to Dr. Nanjo's diagnosis, there was a high likelihood that they had been stabbed by something like a spear, or possibly shot with a gun. Hello, Armora. That was why the adults had started arming themselves with Winchesters. And what made the situation even more chaotic was the fact that the telephones had become unusable. Oh, thank Thank you, Peekaboo. That is really lovely to hear. It was unknown if lightning had caused them to break down, or if the culprit had broken them. At any rate, since contact with the outside had been cut off, we couldn't reach the police. So until the typhoon passes and a boat comes tomorrow morning, we'll have to protect ourselves. After all, Rokonjima is now isolated by the typhoon. Oh, hello, Zakuto. Welcome to the stream. It's probably because he's not a coroner. Hello, Byakuran! Welcome to the stream. And, just as we're stuck on the island, so is the culprit. It seems the adults had stayed up all night, holding the family conference in the mansion's dining hall the whole time. And yet, the crime had occurred in the mansion. So right when the adults had been in an uproar over money, the murderer had been killing under the same roof. They say Natsuhi's been strict about locking the doors and windows at night. And yet, some suspicious person had entered and left the mansion. The adults had decided that the inside of the mansion was too large to be safe. So they had pulled out the guns and moved to the guest house where we had been. Which brings us to the present. George Aniki had begged to see Chan's corpse, but the adults had refused, saying he mustn't do so until the police had arrived. Oh my god. He couldn't even see. Oh god, jeez. That wasn't just because they wanted to seal all the rooms to preserve the scene. After all, the culprit who had killed 6 people was wandering about the mansion. To the Ushiramiya family right now, the mansion that should have been their home was now a danger zone. Danger zone that an unknown murderer could enter and leave at will. After all, it's a huge mansion. There are plenty of blind spots and dark places, and it's too vast to guarantee absolute safety with this number of people. Relatively speaking, the guest house was much smaller. It had 2 above-ground stories. Something like 10 or so rooms. Apparently, it had been originally constructed to serve as a small hotel, as part of the plan to turn this island into a resort. So, it was easier to know what was going on everywhere inside it, and be easier to keep safe. It made for a good place to hole up in. Also, it was extremely likely that this mass murder of 6 people was a game. After all, the culprit had proclaimed so in a letter. I heard that a Western-style envelope with the family crest, just like the one Maria claimed to have received from Beatrice yesterday, had been found in the boiler room where grandfather's corpse had been discovered. This was what the letter said. So that there will be no misunderstandings. Oh, it's a new letter. Okay, interesting. The game I seek is for everyone to try and solve the riddle of the epitaph. Not for you to try and catch me. If you don't solve the riddle, the pitiful sacrifices will further increase in number. It would be wiser to spend your time solving the epitaph instead of searching for me. If no one can solve the riddle, no one will survive. Oh, that's still the letter, okay. If a person appears who can miraculously solve it, I will give them all the gold of the Golden Land, the Ushiromiya family headship, and all of my power. I was the one who succeeded the Ushiromiya family headship after Kinzo-sama. I look forward to seeing who will succeed to that headship after me, the Golden Witch, Beatrice. I'm gonna check, okay, I will check the tips, since you guys really want me to. The witch's letter is new, and yeah, we have some new deaths here. Oh, hold on guys, just 1 second. Let me just go get something quickly. Jeez. Okay, and I'm back. Ushiromiya Kinzo. His body was found as a burnt corpse in the underground boiler room's incinerator. No evidence of a struggle was found inside the incinerator, so it's probably reasonable to assume that he was burned out after his murder. Too bad this time. It was game over right from the start. Servant Genji. His body was found in the VIP room on the second floor. The weapon used on him is assumed to be a gun or a spear-shaped object. To thank Genji for his many years of service, let us allow him to rest in the VIP room. Servant Shannon. Her corpse was found in the parlor on the first floor. The weapon used on her is assumed to be a gun or a spear-shaped object. Let Shannon have the parlor. with its wonderful view of the rose garden on sunny days. His servant Cannon, his corpse is found in the chapel. Weapon used on him is gun or spear. For Cannon, the chapel. Let him continue to protect the Lord's precious place, even after death. Servant Goda, his corpse was found in a waiting room on the 3rd floor. The room next to the study is fitting for him, considering how much he wanted to earn Kinzo's favor. Servant Kumasawa. Her corpse was found in the guest room on the 2nd floor. The weapon used on her is assumed to be a gun or spear-shaped object, or rather several hundred gun or spear-shaped objects. This seldom used 2nd floor guest room was her secret napping spot. Here we go, Virgilia! A now retired Endless Witch and Beatrice's teacher. She used the Endless Magic properly and devoted her life to the smiles and happiness of many people. She taught Beatrice the Endless Magic, believing that Beatrice would also devote herself to the people, and retired. Though she was Beatrice's teacher, she was also a magician employed by Beatrice's family. For that reason, she interacted with Beatrice in a manner fitting for a servant. Some point to this as the source of Beatrice's arrogance and recklessness. Hey, that's the same. Just checking if anything's different. They all have their own unique profiles now. Oh, I gotta read this. 7 Sisters of Purgatory. Because of this, Lucifer is the oldest of the sisters, and therefore their leader. Because of this, she claims to be the strongest of them all, but she's secretly aware that she's actually the least talented. However, she has always acted with arrogance in an attempt to hide this fact from the others. Her greatest fear is that her sisters will scorn her if they ever find out. That's what happened, too. Satan takes on the role of the constantly angry class president among the sisters. She's always quick to scold people, which is why the other sisters are so scared of her. For that reason, no one's ever willing to talk back to her. And she's actually quite lonely all the time. She'll sometimes intentionally do things that ought to get her in trouble, but none of the sisters ever scold this lonely furniture back. They're the same as episode 2? Okay, PDI. Thanks. Okay. They are the same. Okay. Oh, they changed at the start of the episode. They are new. Okay. Thanks, OA. I thought they were different because now they all have their own unique personalities listed now here. Belphegor is well trusted and known for being a reticent, serious, and responsible piece of furniture. However, this is partially due to her demonic desire to turn her masters into useless, lazy pigs. In that sense, she might well be the most demonic of all the sisters. She is serious to a fault, and not at all used to being treated kindly, instead of the other way around. Mammon is quick to grab whatever she wants, without any concern for her sisters. Her motto is monopolize their greed, which means she's usually the main cause of arguments between the sisters. However, she is also the most honest about her own feelings, and the one most likely to try and please the opposite sex. She may be greedy, but she's a hard worker, who will stop at nothing to capture her target's affection for all eternity. Leviathan often represents the other younger sisters when speaking to Lucifer. Deep down, she has a brutal, deeply envious nature, and it is adept at spotting people's weaknesses. However, she's more of a selfish crybaby than a person burning with envy. For some reason, she's not good at handling tough situations, and she often ends up coming in last among the sisters, getting the short end of the stick and crying. Beelzebub is the gourmet of the sisters, and is known for being a big and picky eater. Her personality is similar to Mammon's, and the two sisters often fight over the same thing. She's always talking about food, which makes her a calming influence among the sisters. However, she also has the disturbing desire to kidnap pretty boys and store them in the food cellar. Oh my god, jeez. Here we go, Asmodeus. I knew I would get her eventually. As the youngest of the sisters, Asmodeus is always doted upon. That might be why she alone is kept out of the way whenever an even slightly lewd topic comes up. She's always looking for a boyfriend, in the hopes that her sisters will finally accept her as an adult. However, she keeps aiming too high, and whiles away each day dreaming of the prince, who will never come. Oh, that's really sad. Okay, and I think that is all of them. Let's get back to the story. The riddle of the Epitaph was that thing. The strange epitaph, written by the portrait of the witch on display in the hall of the mansion. Grandfather was the one who had it written. And the person who solved it would supposedly be given the inheritance or the hidden gold or something like that. Ever since it was first put on display there several years ago, the relatives had secretly tried to solve the riddle, despite saying on the surface that the whole idea was silly. However, up until today, no one had solved it. We were once again being urged to solve that unintelligible riddle, and this time, we were faced with the threat that we'd all be killed if we didn't solve it. If that wasn't a game, what else could it be? The bold opinion that we should search the premises for the culprit did come up once. However, there was a good chance that they were armed, and there might not just be one of them. And while they might have been able to kill more than 6 people, they had stopped at 6. The opinion that won out in the end was that we should avoid needlessly antagonizing the culprit and hole up in a safe place while we waited for the police to arrive. After the adults carefully checked that the doors and windows in the guest house were locked, they set up camp in the lobby. As they loaded their guns to distract themselves from the tension, their expressions showed that they were already fatigued from this long day, which had still barely begun. There was nothing for me to do. Now, all I could do was be taught how to use a gun, to prepare for the off chance of something happening that led to an excess of guns. That's fine. Just obediently stay there. Me and the rest of you.
また最初は6人か。
6 people in the beginning again.
しかも今回はじい様と使用人が全部まとめてときたもんだ。
And this time it's grandfather and all the servants put together.
おそらく
Oh, she's here. Hold on a second. My computer just got... let me see. Most likely.
あの子は前回のゲームでのあなたの指し手を慎重に研究したのでしょう。
That child has carefully studied your moves from the lost game.
そしてあなたが最初に疑うと高い確率で推定される駒を最優先で奪ったに違いありませんよ。
And has made an optimal move by taking the pieces you are most likely to suspect from the start.
筋だな。
That makes sense.
前回も前々回も。
That was true both last time and the time before that.
屋敷に精通し、マスターキーを持ち歩く使用人たち全員は常に最高順位で疑わしい人物だった。
The servants who know everything about the mansion and who walk around with keys always fall into the most suspicious category of people.
前回のゲームの例えばジェシカの密室がいい例だ。
A good example in the last game would be Jessica's closed room.
使用人が犯人であることを認めさえすれば、あんなのは密室でもなんでもない。
If I had only accepted that a servant was the culprit, that wouldn't even have been a closed room.
ゆえに
And so,
あの子はそこを真っ先に切りに来た。
That child went straight for them.
あなたがやがて逃げ込むであろう退路を真っ先に塞ぎに来たのでしょう。
Probably to block off a method of escape. He'd be likely to attempt sooner or later.
ベアとはすでに赤で、この島には19人以上いないと宣言している。
Beatrice already proclaimed in red that there are no more than 18 people on the island.
それはつまり諦めろってことだ。
In other words, it's time to give up on that.
もう俺は18人の誰かを疑わざるを得ない。
Now I've got to suspect one of the 18.
あの子はその18人の駒を全て奪い切った上で存在しないはずの19人目として降臨し、
That child will probably come at you by stealing the pieces for all the 18, while also making an appearance as the 19th person, who shouldn't exist.
あなたに自らが魔女であることを認めさせる手で来るでしょう。
But then you would be forced to accept that your opponent is a witch.
魔法を見せつけることで強引に屈服させる恫喝的手法がもはや通じない以上、
After all, now that the intimidation approach has failed, trying to force you to surrender by showing you magic.
あの子にさせるのは成功法だけなのですから。
The only remaining option is a frontal attack.
上等だ。
Perfect!
もうハッタリは通用しねえぜ。
Bluffing won't work anymore.
気をつけて。
Be careful.
まやかしは魔女の最も得意とするところ。
Deception is what witches are best at.
あの子が何を言おうと何を見せようと、
No matter what your opponent says or shows you,
あなたが信じる真実を決して脅かすことなどできないのです。
it will not be able to threaten the truth that you believe in.
それを忘れないで。
Don't forget that.
お、
Sure.
そう何度も同じ手が通用してたまるかってんで。
As if I'd fall for the same moves over and over.
出てこいよ、ベアトリーチェ。
Come out, Beatrice!
おっ始めようぜ。
Let's get started!
すでに勝負のテーブルに着席しておるわ。
I have already seated at the table of the contest.
わらわの手番もすでに終了しておる。
And my turn is already complete.
マダムを敵に回すことになるとは。
To think that we would end up having Madame as our foe.
厄介ですね、お嬢様。
This will not be easy, milady.
手の内をだいぶ読まれますよ。
Our moves will be read thoroughly.
構わん。
I care not.
お師匠様の指し手などすでに時代遅れの皇帝よ。
By now, all of Teacher's moves are old-fashioned classics.
恐れるに足りぬわ。
There's nothing to fear.
あなたが私の教えた古典以上の何をさせるのか。
So, just what moves can you make beyond the classics I taught you?
期待していますよ、ベアトリーチェ。
So, just what moves can you make beyond the classics I taught you? I look forward to seeing, Beatrice.
いいのか、バトラー。
Are you okay with this, Butler?
魔女を否定するそなたが魔女を軍師につけても
Can someone who denies witches really accept a witch as a strategist?
くだらねえ挑発は無用だ。
Your stupid provocation is pointless.
こいつは俺の相談役。いや、セコンドだ。
This is my advisor. No, my second.
ガチンコで殴り合うのは俺とお前だってことには何の変化もない。
This is my advisor. No, my second. That doesn't change one bit. That this is a fist fight between you and me.
分かっておる。
I understand.
よちよちのお前には自転車にも補助輪が必要だろう。
One as wobbly as yourself probably needs training wheels on his bicycle.
好きにするがよい。
Do as you like.
さあ始めろ。
Come, let us begin.
お前の出番だ。
It's your turn.
事件現場の再構築から始める。
All right, new music. Wow, this is like freaking his pursuit theme here. Let's begin with the reconstruction of the crime
バル
scene.
ギリア、早速頼む。
Virgilia, quickly, please.
最初の遺体発見はシャノンから。
The first corpse discovered was Shannon's.
屋敷内の1階客間より発見されました。
She was found in the parlor on the first floor of the mansion.
扉と窓は施錠され、密室を構成していました。
Hello, T. Welcome to the streams. The door and the windows were locked, and a closed room was established.
ベアトに説明要求。
Beatrice, I need some details.
密室の定義を再確認。
Let's reconfirm the definition of a closed room. Indeed.
密室の定義は内外の出入りが一切隔絶された室内を指す。
The term closed room refers to a room where the inside and outside are completely cut off from each other.
当然内外からの一切の侵入脱出はおろか干渉もできない。
Are completely cut off from each other. Naturally, it will be impossible to even affect things across that boundary line, much less enter or escape it.
それは包括的に隠し扉の否定、外部干渉の余地一切の否定を含む。
This includes an all-inclusive denial of the existence of hidden doors, as well as the possibility of intervention from the outside.
以後この定義ベアトリーチェの密室定義と呼称する。
Henceforth, this shall be referred to as Beatrice's closed room definition.
細部確認。
Let's focus in a bit.
外部干渉の余地の定義とは。
How do you define all possibility of an intervention from the outside?
外部から釣り糸やら長くて細い棒やらなどを使って直接的に干渉するあらゆる余地だ。
I refer to all types of direct intervention from the outside, such as using a fishing line or a long, thin rod.
つまり扉や窓にはそのような小細工を混ぜる隙間すらもないと判断せよ。
In conclusion, there are no gaps in the doors and windows through which such tricks will work.
どうかな。
I wonder about that.
仮に隙間がなくてもリモコンなどの電波は干渉できるはずだぜ。
even if there wasn't a gap, he should be able to interfere with radio waves like a remote control, right?
よかろう
Very well.
電波などそれに類する遠隔操作技術も干渉不可能であると定義に追加する
I'll add this to the definition, that interference due to radio waves, unrelated methods of remote control, shall be impossible.
客間には内線電話もあるぜ。
There's also an extension telephone in the parlor.
それと連動した仕掛けは遠隔操作にはならねえのか？
A device connected to that wouldn't count as a remote control, right?
Okay, Owe. I will see you later. Thank you so much for coming.
電話はすでに使用不能だろうが
And the phones are already unusable, are they not?
ああもう面倒だ
Oh, whatever.
それも含めようぞ
I'll include that too.
直接間接のあらゆる方法で室外よりの密室内への干渉は不可能だ
All direct and indirect methods of interfering with the inside of the closed room from the outside of the room are impossible.
声やノックは
What about a voice or a knock?
密室に入らずに外部から干渉できるはずだぜ。
Those should be able to interfere from the outside without someone entering the room, right?
密室であっても声をかけることやノックは不可能ではなかろう
Even though it's a closed room, it probably isn't impossible for someone to knock or call out.
意思疎通の可否は密室の定義に反しない
Sorry, jeez, I have kind of a headache right now. That was actually Beatrice. Even though it's a closed room, it probably isn't impossible for someone to knock or call out. The closed room definition does not cover whether transmission of intent across the boundary is possible or not.
つまり外部との伝達方法までは途絶していると定義できないんだな。
In other words, you can't make it so that your definition includes the blockage of all methods of communication with the outside.
そうなります。
That is indeed the case.
了解したぜ。
Understood.
シャノンちゃんの客間はそのベアトリーチェの密室定義を満たすってんだな。
So Shannon Chan's parlor satisfies Beatrice's closed room definition, right?
その通りだ
Again, correct.
密室定義了解した。
Closed room definition understood.
バルギリア続けてくれ。
Continue, Virgilia.
はい
Yes.
シャノンの遺体はマスターキー1本を所持
Shannon's corpse was in possession of one master key.
発見した親族がこれを回収
The relatives who discovered her collected this.
ベアトに復唱要求。
Beato, repeat it.
今回のマスターキーの本数は
How many master keys this time?
前回と同じ
The same as last time.
各使用人が1本ずつで5本だ
There are 5, one for each servant.
ってことは密室にはまだならねえってわけさ。
Which means that this still isn't a closed room.
マスターキーはまだ4本余ってる。
There are still 4 master keys left.
シャノンちゃんを殺害後 4本の鍵のいずれかで施錠するだけの話だ。
It just means that after Shan was murdered, one of those other 4 keys locked it.
その通りでございます。
Correct.
そして見つかったのはマスターキーだけではありませんよ。
And it wasn't only a master key that was found.
はい。
Yes.
遺体のすぐ傍らに紋章入りの養鶏封筒が。
Alongside that corpse, there was a Western envelope with the family crest.
中に手紙はなく、2階客室の鍵が入っていました。
Instead of a letter, the key to a guest room on the second floor was already in it.
2階客室の鍵。
This key to a second floor guest room.
それは2階客室の扉をマスターキー以外に唯一開けることができる鍵だ。
The
とい
only
う定義でいいのか。
Goddamn pauses. The only key other than the master key that can open the door to that second floor guest room. Is that definition correct?
問題ないぞ。
There is no problem.
そしてマスターキーと違い、その1本しかない。
And unlike the master keys, only one of those exists.
つまりある特定の部屋を開けるにはマスターキー5本に加え
In other words, apart from the 5 master keys,
その1本しかないというわけです。
there will only be one key that can unlock certain rooms.
これはつまり次は2階客室へ行けというメッセージなのか。
In other words, this is a message telling them to go to the second floor guest room next.
となると大人たちは2階客室へ移動したな。
So the adults moved to the second floor guest room, right?
はい。
Yes.
2階客室の扉もまた施錠され、魔法陣が描かれていました。
The door to the second floor guest room was locked, and a magic circle was drawn on it.
親族はシャノンの遺体脇より入手したその鍵によって開錠。
The relatives unlocked it with the key they had found near Shannon's corpse.
室内にて熊沢の遺体を発見。
Inside, Kumasawa's corpse was discovered.
室内は密室。
It was a closed room,
定義はベアトリーチェの密室定義に準拠。
one that satisfied Beatrice's closed room definition.
熊沢はマスターキー1本を所持。
Kumasawa was in possession of one master key.
これを親族が回収。
Kumasawa was in possession of one master key. The relatives confirmed this.
そしてシャノン同様に遺体の傍らに養鶏封筒を発見。
Kumasawa was in possession of one master key. The relatives collected this, and like in Shannon's case, there was a Western envelope directed discovered alongside her.
中には3階控え室の鍵が。
Inside was a key to the third floor waiting room.
親族は3階控え室へ移動。
The relatives moved to the third floor waiting room.
そして3階控室の扉にも魔法陣でさらに施錠されていて
So there was a magic circle on the door to the third floor waiting room, and that door was locked?
はい。
Yes.
室内にてゴーダの遺体を発見。
Yes, inside the room, Goda's corpse was discovered.
室内は密室。
The room was a closed room,
ベアトリーチェの密室定義に準拠。
one that satisfied Beatrice's closed room definition.
ゴーダはマスターキー1本を所持。
Goda was in possession of one master key.
これを親族が回収。
The relatives collected this.
そしてこれまで同様に紋章入りの養鶏封筒を発見。
Hello, Joy. Welcome to the streams. You know what? I need to take a bit of a rest here. I need to just see something for a little bit. I will be back in between 5 and 10 minutes. So until then, enjoy this lovely music. I will be back ASAP. Okay, and we are back. Sorry about that. Need to take care of something for a bit. Let's get back into it. Goda was in possession of one master key. The relatives collected this, and like up until now, a wasted envelope with the family seal was discovered.
中より2階貴賓室の鍵が。
Inside of which was the key to the second floor VIP room.
親族は2階貴賓室へ移動。
The relatives moved to the second floor VIP room.
なんなんだこいつは。
What's going on here?
てめえ、何を企んでやがる。
What are you planning?
そう睨むほどのものでもあるまい。
There's no need to glare, is there?
密室ではあるが、それを開けるマスターキーはまだ何本もあるではないか。
It may be a closed room, but there are still multiple master keys that could open it. Correct?
律儀にマスターキー以外の固有の鍵も申請している。
And besides the master keys, I've even given you keys specific to each room.
気に入らねえ展開だぞ。
I don't like where this is going,
だが、展開は読めてきた。
but I'm starting to see how it'll turn out.
この調子で6人続いてくってわけか。
So it continues like this for all 6 people?
はい、その通りです。
Yes, that is correct.
2階貴賓室にて源氏の遺体を発見。
Inside the second floor VIP room, Genji's corpse was discovered.
マスターキー1本を回収。
One master key was collected.
地下ボイラー室の鍵を発見。
The key to the underground boiler room was discovered.
地下ボイラー室へ移動。
They moved to the underground boiler room.
地下ボイラー室にて金蔵の遺体を発見。
Inside the underground boiler room, Kinzo's corpse was discovered.
礼拝堂の鍵を発見。
The key to the chapel was discovered.
礼拝堂に移動。
They moved to the chapel.
礼拝堂にてカノンの遺体を発見。
Inside the chapel, Cannon's corpse was discovered.
マスターキー1本を回収。
One master key was collected.
1階客間の鍵を発見。
The key to the first floor parlor was discovered.
以上で6名の遺体発見の再構築を終了します。
With this, our reconstruction of how all 6 corpses were discovered is complete.
補足です。
An addendum.
金蔵の遺体の傍らで発見された養鶏封筒には礼拝堂の鍵と一緒に手紙が同封されておりました。
Along with the key to the chapel, a letter was enclosed in the western envelope found near Kinzo's corpse.
手紙の内容はすでにご確認の通り、
The contents of the letter were as you saw.
碑文の謎を解くよう改めて催促する内容です。
It further urged the relatives to solve the riddle of the epitaph.
ってことは、
In that case,
なんだよこれ。
what's going on?
最後のカノン君のところに一番最初のシャノンちゃんの客間の鍵があったってことは。
If the last place where Cannon was had the key to the very first room, the parlor where Shannon was,
密室が6つ。数珠つなぎになってるってことなのか。
that makes 6 closed rooms all tied together, right?
その通り。
That is correct.
6つの密室が数珠つなぎになっておる。
The 6 closed rooms are all tied together.
それぞれを解錠する鍵はそれぞれ隣り合う密室によって閉じ込められている。
The keys to unlock each one are shut up inside the next room.
つまり6つの密室が1つの巨大密室を形成し、
In other words, the 6 closed rooms form one massive closed room.
その中に全てのマスターキーと固有鍵全てを閉じ込めてしまっているのだ。
And all of the master keys, as well as the individual room keys, are shut up inside it.
ちなみに6つの部屋の扉や窓はいずれも普通。
Furthermore, all of the doors and windows on the 6 rooms are normal.
オートロックのような鍵を使用せず施錠できるような仕掛けは存在しない。
No device exists which can lock them without a key, such as an auto lock.
どうだよ、綺麗なもんだろ。
What do What do you think? It's beautiful, isn't it?
ですからお嬢様、そのあたりに品がございません。
Once again, milady, that is not dignified. When Renove rebuked her, Beatrice stuck her tongue out at him without showing any sign of shame.
悪い悪い。
Sorry.
ついついバトラと遊んでると上機嫌になってしまうのでな。
Oh, that is so cute! Playing with Battler just put me into such a good mood.
それでバトラ
So, Battler,
お前の指し手はどうなんだよ。
what do you think of my move?
特に思いつかないんならわらわがヤギたちに遺体を運ばせて。
If you can't think of anything in particular, I wouldn't mind showing you how I made the goats carry the corpses.
魔法にて全ての扉を封じるところを特別に見せてやってもいいんだぜ。
And seal all the rooms with magic. Okay,
好きにしろ。
Do what you want.
お前の主張する魔法説として拝聴しとく。
I'll listen respectfully to this magic theory that you claim is true.
だが俺はお前の主張とは全く異なる人間説を。
However, I can claim my human theory.
お前の主張に一切干渉されることなく主張することができる。
Even though it's completely different from yours, without any interference from your claim.
それはつまり
In other words,
お前のざれ事に耳を貸す必要は何もないってことさ。
there's no need for me to pay attention to your bullshit.
好きに魔法の杖でも振るって七色の魔法で扉を閉めるところでも実演してろってんだ。
Go ahead and show me how you can lock the door with your multicolored magic, simply by waving your magic staff.
隣でそのうちガマの油と万能包丁の実演も始まるぜ。
Just like those guys with their toad oil and all-purpose kitchen knives.
バルギリア、事件現場を再構築。
Virgilia, let's reconstruct the crime scene.
穴を探すぜ。
Search for a weakness. Come on, Virgilia.
全員は間違いなく死亡してるのか。
Were they all definitely dead?
誰かが死んだふりしてんならこんなの密室でも何でもねえ。
If even one of them are just playing dead, this isn't a closed room at all.
南條は全員の死亡を確認。
Nanjo confirmed that all of them were dead.
ただし護身率の否定は悪魔の証明により不可能。
However, due to the devil's proof, it is impossible to deny the possibility of a wrong diagnosis.
つまり誰かが生きているのを南條が見逃した可能性をゼロにすることはできません。
In other words, that child cannot make the likelihood that Nanjo overlooked them being alive equal to 0.
来たな、悪魔の証明か。
Here it is, that devil's proof.
だがそいつをぶった切る剣は存在する。
But there exists a sword that can carve that up.
なんだよあいつら。
What's up with them?
わらわをのけ者にして楽しそうだな。
She is being so cute now! Oh my god, look at this!
Looks like they're having a good time, leaving me out of the discussion.
わらわは対戦者であるぞ。
I'm his opponent, am I not? Baka.
少しは構えたように。
Oh my god! Oh god, oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god! Oh my god, this is incredible! Oh my god, she's jealous! Oh my god! Yes, yes, yes! Doesn't he have any time to spare for me?
本来チェスを対戦するのにあたり相手とのコミュニケーションは不要です。
Fundamentally speaking, communication with one's opponent is not necessary to the act of competing in chess.
お嬢様は指し手以外のコミュニケーションによって煙に巻いていった。
Every time you've communicated with him outside of making your moves, you've used that opportunity to confuse him.
それに惑わされないということはつまりこういうことなのでしょう。
Hello, Virgilia. Welcome to the stream.
Perhaps this is the result of him not wanting to be led astray. Oh my god, she is so cute!
なぜだか納得がいかぬ。
For some reason, I don't like it. What could be this reason? Welling up inside me.
お嬢様はチェスを挑んでいるはずではないのですか？
Look at that face! Oh my god! Oh my god! You are challenging him to a chess match, are you not? Right. Right.
でもそうだが。
That's true, but... Gah. Beatrice puffed out her cheeks, as though to say, I don't know why, but I don't like it. What is this feeling? This warm, fuzzy feeling deep inside, where butterflies dancing in my stomach. What kind of sorcery is this?
警察未介入の現場につき、人間側からの検証は限界があります。
And because the police had not yet arrived on the crime scene, the human side's ability to inspect the scene is limited.
厳密な死亡確認のため、復唱要求することを推奨します。
For a strict confirmation of death, I recommend that you have the child repeated in red.
よっしゃ、ここで叩くぜ。復唱要求だ。
Okay, that's where I'll strike. Repeat it.
被害者6人は全員死亡している。
The 6 victims are all dead.
お嬢様、復唱要求が出ておりますよ。
Milady, he has told you to repeat something in red, has he not? I'm
Getting there!
おい、ぼんやりするな。
Hey, enough lazing around.
復唱拒否か。
Do you refuse to repeat it?
ここからが戦闘開始だ。
This is where a battle starts! Come on! It can't be just me. You've got to do your part too. So cute! What?
終わったとった。
Oh my god! Oh my god! I love that there are so many sides to her! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What ta ta ta?
すまぬすまぬ。いいぞ、応じるぞ。
Oh, she...
Sorry, that's fine. I'll answer.
金蔵源氏シャノンカノンゴーダ熊沢の6人は死亡している。
These 6 are all dead. Kinzo, Genji, Shannon, Kanon, Goda, and Kumasawa.
何をぼんやりしてるんだか。
Why are you so out of it?
よし、
Okay,
まずは一つ引き出したぞ。
so I've already got one out of you.
死んだふりって王道はまず否定されたな。
We'll start by denying that classic trick where the victims are playing dead.
もはや手加減などせぬぞ。好きなだけ来るがよ。
I won't go easy on you anymore. Come at me how you like. Come on, do it again.
次々斜め切りにしてくれるわ。
I'll slice them slantwise, one after another.
続けて副賞要求。
Then repeat this!
6つの部屋には誰も隠れていない。
No one is hiding in any of the 6 rooms.
Hello, Happy G. Welcome to the stream.
俺たちが認識していない人物の存在を否定してみせろ。
Let's see you deny the existence of people we aren't aware of!
大ず
I'll answer.
6つの部屋には誰も隠れていない。
There is no one hiding in the 6 rooms.
よし、
Okay,
これで6人だけの缶詰は確定だな。
now I'm sure it's only the 6 of them in the can.
そして死んだふりもない。
And they aren't pretending to be dead.
どうするどうする。
What will you do? What will you do?
人間にはもはやどうしようもないであろうが。
As if a human could manage anything by now.
おとなしくわらわが素敵な魔法で鍵を自由自在にするところをひざまずいて拝見しろよ。
Obediently kneel to the fact that I can control locks at will with my wonderful magic. Okay? Hello, Copy Force. Welcome to the stream.
寝言言ってろ。
Quit babbling.
さらに副賞要求だ。
Repeat this too.
6人の死亡は即死である。
The 6 deaths were instant deaths.
即死
Instant death?
ほう。どういう意味だそれは。
Oh, what do you mean by that?
犠牲者の一人が瀕死の状態で部屋まで逃げ延び、
It means that there's a possibility a single victim on the verge of death managed to escape into the room.
内側から施錠して密室を作った後、息絶えた可能性もあるということですよ。
And after locking it from the inside to create a closed room, they passed away.
密室殺人の古典ですか。
A classic closed room murder trick.
致命傷を与えしばらく後に死ぬことを確実とした場合、
When requiring that the victim receive a fatal wound and then die later.
犠牲者が殺人者から逃れるために部屋にこもり、
It is possible for a closed room to be constructed unexpectedly if the victim holds up inside the room to escape the murderer.
施錠後に死亡したなら予期せずして密室が構成されることはあり得ます。
And then dies after locking the door.
その可能性を否定するには、
In order to deny that possibility,
赤き真実にて6人は即死であったことを宣言する必要がありますよ。
you will need to proclaim that the 6 died instantly with the red truth.
よかろうよかろう。赤き宝刀にて切り伏せよう。
Very well, very well. I'll slay you with my red treasured sword.
6人は即死であった。
The 6 died instantly.
即死とはつまり攻撃を受けて即座に行動不能になったという意味だ。
By died instantly, I mean the targets instantly became incapable of action after being attacked.
まあ完全な意味での死亡には数秒もしくは数分をかけたかもしれん。
Well, it might have still taken them several seconds or minutes, To die in the complete sense of the word.
だがいずれにせよ自らの意志で何かの行動を取ることは完全に不可能であった。
But regardless, it was completely impossible for them to take any actions outside of their own will.
その意味において即死と断言できる。
Actions of their own will, I mean. In that sense, I can confirm that they suffered instant deaths.
ここまでは古典の確認だ。
Up until this point, I've just been checking for the classic tricks.
お前との密室対決はここからだぜ。
Now's where our showdown of the closed rooms really starts, okay?
犯人は内側にいないなら外にいる。
If the culprit isn't on the inside, then they're on the outside.
そして外からどうにかして彼らを殺したんだ。
So they somehow killed from outside the rooms.
何を血迷うか。
Have you lost your mind?
密室イコール外部からの殺害は不可能であろうが。
After all, a closed room murder equals impossible. Murder is impossible from the outside, right?
故に魔法殺人しかありえない。
That's why only a magical murder would be possible.
いいや違うね。
No, that's wrong. それは違う
殺人
よ。
は現に起こった。イコール密室ではないが正しいのさ。
The right approach is a murder really happened, meaning it isn't a closed room.
お前がどう煙に巻こうと、これは断じて密室じゃない。
No matter how much you try to trick me, this definitely isn't a closed room.
密室に見えるだけのまがいものだ。
It's a sham that only looks like one. Secret passages. Check for that one. Jeez.
しかしバトラ様、
However, Butler-sama,
室内には犠牲者しかおらず、
only the victims are inside the rooms.
それ以外の人物は室内には存在しておりません。
And no other people exist inside the rooms.
そしてお嬢様の密室定義により、
And by Milady's closed room definition,
外部からの遠隔殺人も明確に否定されておりますよ。
remote murders from outside the room have been clearly denied, have they not?
待ちな。
Wait,
遠隔殺人の定義は広大だぜ。
the definition of remote murders is pretty broad, right?
何も部屋の外から釣り糸を引っ張って室内の犠牲者を絞め殺したとか。
It's not just about pulling a fishing line from outside the room
そんなのばかりじゃね
and strangling the victim inside the room.
え。例えばトラップだって立派な遠隔殺人だ。
For example, a trap would make an excellent closed room murder.
トラップ？
A trap?
ほう。それは何か。
Oh, and what might that be?
一例だが、彼らにあらかじめ決められた部屋に入り、
Just as an example, let's say they were instructed to enter rooms that someone had picked out beforehand.
内側から施錠して自ら密室を作り出すように指示を出す。
And lock the doors from the inside to create the closed room themselves.
そして室内には彼らがそれとは知らないトラップが仕掛けられており、
A trap was set up in those rooms that they didn't know about.
それによって彼らは殺された。
And that's what killed them.
どうだ、これなら矛盾は生じない。
How's that? That doesn't contradict anything.
問題ありません。
There are no problems.
現状と整合します。
It corresponds to the existing state.
当方も問題ありませんよ。
There are no problems from our side either.
お嬢様の密室定義にも抵触しません。
It does not conflict with Milady's closed room definition.
なんだその間抜けな推理は。
What's with that stupid reasoning?
いずれの室内にも不審なものは発見されなかったぞ。
Nothing suspicious was found in any of the rooms. Right?
そのトラップはどのような形状なのか、
What form did the trap have?
どこに隠してあってどう作動したというのか、
Where was it hidden and how did it operate?
それを6人分、客間、客室、機械室、貴賓室、ボイラー室、礼拝堂の6つで説明してみせよ。
Explain that for all 6 of them. In the parlor, the guest room, the waiting room, the VIP room, the boiler room, and the chapel.
どうだ、できまい。
Well, you can't, can you?
反論拒否。
I refuse to counter that.
それを説明する必要はね
There's no need for me to
え。
explain.
にもかかわらず俺の主張は揺るがない。
And failing to do so doesn't damage my claim.
なんだと。
What did you say?
ベアトリーチェ、悪魔の証明ですよ。
Beatrice, it's a devil's proof.
そのトラップの形状を説明できないことがすなわち
The fact that he could not explain the nature of the trap
トラップ否定の理由にはなり得ない。
does not in itself deny the existence of such a trap.
うまい。
Well done.
強引ながら見事な一手です。
While overbearing, a wonderful move.
こいつすっかり手慣れおって。
This guy's getting completely used to this.
チェック。
Check!
発見できていない殺人トラップ X によりこの密室殺人は成立可能だ。
Due to murder trap X that we couldn't find, it'd be possible to establish this closed room murder.
赤き真実にてそのチェックを切る。
I'll kill that check with the red truth.
6人はトラップで殺されてはいない。
The 6 were not killed by traps.
トラップの定義は
And the definition of a trap.
あれだ。
That's it.
犠牲者が勝手に引っかかって発動するやつとかだ。
Something that activates when a victim triggers it on their own.
それだけじゃない。
Oh, and that's not
リ
all.
モコンで発動するとか、タイマーで発動するとか。
I was just about to say, it also includes things activated by remote control or by a timer.
そういうのもろもろ全部含めたやつだ。
Everything of that sort.
仕掛け人が直接関与することなしに殺人を遂行できるすべての仕掛け。
So it refers to all arrangements that could carry out a murder without the direct participation of the one who planned it out.
という定義でよろしいかと思います。
Perhaps we might sum it up that way.
どうだ。
How's that?
切り返したぞ。
I've struck back.
人間にこの密室が破れてたまるか。
As if I'd let a human crush this closed room.
お前も勝つために必死だな。
You're looking pretty frantic to win, too. What?
どういう意味だ。
What do you mean?
お前は自分の存在を俺に認めさせようと必死に戦ってる。
Can't you see, Battler? She needs your help. Oh, God. I bet there's something that she can't say to him that she needs help with. I bet that's what's going on. That she either can't or for some reason doesn't want to because of her own past experiences. You're frantically fighting to make me accept your existence.
今まで俺は一方的にお前にいじられてるだけだと思ってた。
Until now, I thought I was just being toyed around with you by one-sidedly.
しかし実際は違った。
But that's not actually true.
お前もまた俺の切り返しに必死に抗い 自分の存在を示そうと戦っている。
You're also frantically resisting my counters, fighting to show that you exist.
俺はよ、今ようやく実感してるぜ。
Now, I finally really feel that it's true.
This isn't torture inflicted on me over whether I'll survive or surrender or not.
俺とお前の対等な戦いなんだ。
This is a fight between you and me, on an even footing.
さて、面白くなってきたぜ。
Okay, now it's starting to get interesting, isn't it?
6人は密室で死に、部外者は中に誰もいない。
All 6 died in closed rooms, and no outsiders were inside.
そして外部からはちょっかいは一切出せず、
And there was
トラッ
no
プもないときた。
and there was no meddling from the outside, and also no traps.
これまでの俺だったら、これはもう魔法の仕業しかありえねえだろうと思うだろうよ。
Up until now, I'd probably start suspecting that this had to be the work of magic.
このタイミングでお前におかしな魔法を実演されたら、そりゃ屈服もしてただろうさ。
And if you decided to show off some bizarre magic at this moment, I might have even surrendered.
これがお前の得意戦術だ。
It's that favorite strategy of yours.
俺の指し手をすべて迎撃しきり、俺が万策尽きたと膝をつく。
You intercept all my moves, and in the moment I've exhausted all options and fall to my knees.
心の防御力が弱るその瞬間に、これ見よがしにおかしな魔法を見せつけて、
When my
一
heart's
気に勝負を持っていく。
barriers are at their weakest, you show off some strange magic and take the game all at once.
昔から短気な性分で
That short temper is something this child has always had,
勝ちの目が見えると焦る悪い癖は相変わらずです。
along with the bad habit of rushing things when victory is in sight.
お嬢様はお預けができない性分ですから。
After all, Milady cannot stand putting off a match.
うるさいうるさいぞ。
Hey, shut up, shut up!
バトラの手番であるぞ。
It's Battler's turn, right?
そなたが進めたトラップの駒はわらわが赤にて切り捨てた。
I finished off that trap piece you advanced.
次は何を繰り出すのか。
What should I repeat next?
存分に来るがよい。
Show me what you've got!
お
Right!
トラップまで潰され、一見こいつは完全な密室犯罪に見える。
Now that even traps have been defeated, this looks like a perfect closed room murder at a glance.
だからこそここでチェス盤をひっくり返すぜ。
And that's why I'll spin the chessboard around right now!
来たな。そなたの得意技よ。
Here it comes. That special technique of yours.
何をどうひっくり返せるというのか。
How exactly are you going to spin what around? So long, Virgilia. Thank you so much for coming.
見せてみろ
Try showing me!
ああ、見せてやる。
Yeah, I'll show you!
いかにして密室の中の6人を外から殺すかを考えるんじゃない。
I don't need to think of how 6 people could be killed inside closed rooms from the outside.
ああ、ダメだダメだ。全然ダメだ。
It's useless, it's useless, it's all
そう
useless!
さ。どうやって外から殺すかじゃない。
That's right. The question isn't how you can kill from the outside the rooms.
どうやって中で死んで密室にするかなんだ。
The point is how they died inside the rooms, making them closed rooms.
そうさ、これが答えなのさ。
That's it. This is the answer.
犠牲者6人の中に犯人が含まれていたと考えれば、
If you assume that one of the 6 victims was the culprit,
この密室は極めて容易に説明できる。
this closed room can be explained extremely easily.
何
What?
バカな。
Ridiculous.
その6人は死んだとはっきりわらわは赤で言ったはず。
I believe I clearly said in red that the 6 of them are all dead.
死んだのは6人。
Oh, there were 6 deaths.
犠牲者は殺された5人。
5 were victims who got killed.
もう1人は自殺だったと仮定すれば、この密室は打ち破れる。
But if you assume that the other person committed suicide, you can destroy this closed room.
確かに。
Certainly.
犯人が最後の密室に自ら入って施錠し、
If the culprit locked themselves in the final closed room,
自らの命を絶てば、この連鎖密室は成立します。
and threw away their own life, this closed room chain would be established.
So all she has to say in red now is that none of the deaths were suicide.
犯人の自殺
The suicide of the culprit.
普通では考えられない一手ですが
Normally,
考えられないから存在しないは存在しない
it would be an unthinkable move. But the argument that an unthinkable cannot exist cannot be used.
そしてその動機を立証する義務は彼にない
And he has no responsibility to demonstrate a motive.
魔女とのチェスでしか使えない実に力強い一手
A truly powerful move, which can only be used in a chess match against a witch.
まあ、動機がないとは言い切れませんね。
Well, one cannot be certain there was no motive.
例えば、金蔵は余命があとわずかと宣告されています。
For example, it has been announced that Kinzo only had a short time left to live.
残りわずかの生を惜しまず、自らの死をメッセージとした。
Perhaps he did not regret losing his short remaining life, and used his own death to send a message.
という動機づけも不可能ではないかもしれません。
It might be possible to attach such a motive.
お嬢様、
Milady,
こちらの手番ですよ。
it is our turn. Indeed, yes.
死者の尊厳を踏みにじってまで犯人を生み出してくるとはな。
To think you've trampled even the dignity of the dead to create a culprit.
こいつ血も涙もない男よ。
What a heartless, cold-blooded man.
死者を犯人に仕立て上げる
I'll set up the dead as the culprit.
この非道なる一手は前回のゲームでお前がカノン君を陥れた一手だ
This worse than inhuman move is the one you used to attack Cannon-kun in the last game.
この手でお前に一矢報いることが
Even though the games are different, I'm taking a shot back at you with this move.
ゲームは異なるがあの時のカノン君への手向けだ
As a tribute to Cannon-kun for that time.
今俺はあの時のカノン君の無念を晴らした
Just now, I've freed that Cannon-kun from his regrets.
ここで手を休める義理はありませんよ
You have no responsibility to hold back here.
全員の死因が自殺でないことを確認すべきです
You should try to confirm that suicide wasn't the cause of any of their deaths.
復唱の要求を推奨します
I recommend that you have that child repeated in red.
あ
Right!
あだが自殺なんて甘い言い方じゃ追い詰められねえぜ
But suicide's a naive word that won't
ベ
corner.
アトこいつで詰めだ
Beatrice, this'll stop you!
復唱要求6人は全員他殺である
Repeat it! The 6 deaths were all homicides!
これは痛いですね。
That is painful. Huh?
どうしたよ6人が殺されたんだろ
What's wrong? All 6 of them were killed, right?
最も単純な一番最初の前提の確認でしかないぜ
I'm just confirming that simple premise we've had from the very beginning, right?
復唱できねえのか
Can't you repeat it?
復唱を拒否する。
I refuse to repeat it. That's kind of true in a way, because, would you call it a homicide? We don't know how Genji died. We didn't see him die.
理由は特にない。
There's no reason in particular.
ここでの復唱拒否はリザインと同じ意味だぜ
You realize that refusing to repeat this part is the same as resigning, right?
チェックメイト
Checkmate!
6人の中に犯人がいて密室構築後に自殺を図った
One of the 6 was the culprit, and they plan to commit suicide after constructing the closed room!
以上だ
That's all!
待って
Wait!
いや言う
No, I'll say it.
望み通り赤を行使するぞ
I'll use the red like you want.
6人は誰も自殺していない
None of the 6 committed suicide!
どうだ
How's that?
これで満足か
Are you satisfied?
切り返したぞ切り返した
I've struck back.
なんだよ言えるじゃねえか
What the hell? So you can say it. What is there besides suicide and homicide? That's clearly what they're getting at right here. What else, like... Are they talking about Genji mercy killing Shannon and Cannon? Is that what she's getting at? That's neither suicide nor homicide? Jeez.
だがおかしい
But that's strange.
ななんであんなに狼狽してるんだ
Why are you so panicky?
気のせいよ
Oh my god, she is losing all of her composure. It's your imagination.
わらわも今回は必死でな
This time, even I'm feeling the pressure.
そうそう心にゆとりもないのだ
That's true, yes, Guy. Yeah, welcome to the streams, by the way. Yes. Yeah, that's true. Accident or natural causes. That is, yeah. It's time, even I'm feeling the pressure. That's right. I don't have any leeway.
深く気にするでない
Pay it no mind.
要
Damn.
求した副賞が改ざんされていますよ
So, okay, so an accident or natural cause, I guess. Yeah. Huh. I wonder. Are they saying that Kinzo just died? But he wasn't burned by somebody, he just died on his own? The line you asked that child to repeat has been altered.
ごまかされないよ
Do not be fooled. Oh, she is being so cute now.
ダメみたいですよお嬢さん
It seems not to have worked, milady.
そうか
That's right.
6人全員他殺とは言ってない
She didn't say the 6 deaths were all homicides.
6人全員自殺にあらずとこいつは言い換えた
She's saying she changed it to none of the 6 committed suicide,
ということは他殺でも自殺でもない人間が混じっているということだ
which means that one of them wasn't killed by someone else and didn't commit suicide.
あ
Ah!
分かったぜ分かった分かった
I got it!
これが真相だ
This is the truth.
6人の中に潜む犯人 X は5人を殺害後密室を構築した
Culprit X, who was hiding among the 6, murdered the other 5 and then set up a closed room.
そしてそこから何かの方法で逃れるか隠れるかするつもりだったんだ
After that, they planned to escape from or hide in that room by some method.
ところが事故った
However, they got in an accident.
本人すらも想定しない理由により事故死し自ら望まない密室殺人を構築したんだ
The culprit died from an accident that even they hadn't expected, setting up a closed room murder that even they hadn't desired.
これで決まりだぜベアトリーチェ
Now it's over, Beatrice!
チェックメイトだ
Checkmate!
そう
Damn it!
その程度でわらわが追い詰められると思うか。
Did you think I'd be cornered by something like that?
この程度でリザインを叫ぶものか。
I'd never announce my resignation over something like that!
その愚かなチェックメイト、わらわの赤き宝刀にて何度でも叩き切ってくれようぞ。
I'll slice up that foolish checkmate with my red treasured sword over and over again!
6人の中に事故死は。
None of the 6 died an accidental! What the fuck?
失礼。
My apologies.
当方、ここで作戦タイムを所望いたします。
We request some time to strategize.
しばしのご猶予をお許しください。
Please allow us brief postponement on this matter.
正当な要求です。
It's a fair request.
問題ないか
Perhaps you should accept it.
おう強化するぜ。
Sure, take a break.
俺も今まで散々そいつをもらってる。
I've been given those a lot lately.
今度はお前がそれを使う番だぜ。
Now it's your turn to take one.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much.
さあ、お嬢様、こちら
Come, milady, this way.
へ。そして、心の中で静かに数字を100数えましょう。
And let us quietly count to 100 inside our heads. Oh my god! She is being so adorable right now! Oh my god! Renove covered Beatrice's mouth with his hand as she grew thoroughly panicked and agitated, suspending the game. He pulled Beatrice away, supposedly to hold a strategy conference. Damn.
あの悪魔の執事め。
That demon butler.
ベアトが熱くなってる今が追い込む絶好のチャンスだったんだが。
When Beato got all hot, I had a perfect chance to corner her. Beato normally acted like she was graceful and above it all, but she actually had a really short temper and got mad easily. Her usual intellect had less of a voice when she got excited.
ロノウェは冷静ですね。
Renove certainly is thinking clearly.
おそらくあの子に頭を冷やす時間を与えたのでしょう。
He probably gave your opponent some time to cool down.
あの子はあなたのチェックを外すことに意地になり、
That child grew too stubborn, trying to remove your check,
いくつかの大駒をやすやすと見捨てようとしていた。
and was about to easily let several large pieces go.
第一の番など、所詮は前哨戦。
After all, the first twilight is only a skirmish.
あの子は引き際を誤りかけた。
The correct move at that time would have been to withdraw.
つまりどういうことだよ。
So, what does it mean?
俺のチェックメイトは成立したのか
Did I reach
しないのか。
checkmate or didn't I?
あの子は赤を宣言しかけていました。
That child was about to say something in red.
チェックメイトにはまだならないでしょう。
You probably wouldn't have reached checkmate yet,
しかしおそらく
but most likely,
頭を冷やしたあの子はリザインを宣言するに違いありません。
you could expect our opponents to resign once they've cooled their heads.
まさか
You're joking!
あの負けず嫌いがか。
Even though she hates losing that much?
ええ、
Yes.
負け戦は1秒でも早く兵を引き上げ、いかに損失を減らすかが肝要です。
In a losing battle, it is essential to withdraw your troops as soon as possible and to try and minimize your losses.
難しいのはそれが負け戦であるかどうかを測ること。
The difficult part is gauging whether it's a losing battle or not.
あの子の執事はそれを冷静に判断したようです。
Your opponent's butler seemed to have calmly made that decision.
やれやれ。
Yada yada, oh well.
つまりあと一息のところで逃げられたってわけだな。
In other words, she managed to escape by a hair's breadth.
ビシッと。
Getting checkmate and delivering the final blow won't be that easy for me.
でもこれはあなたの勝ちだと判断してよいでしょう。
However, you should count this as your first victory.
向こうはギリギリで大きな損失を踏みとどまったようですが。
It seems they barely managed to prevent a large loss.
それでもかなりのダメージを与えたに違いありません。
But they certainly sustained considerable damage.
その傷の深さはあの子の狼狽ぶりから十分理解できたはずですよ。
The scale of that child's panic ought to make the depths of that wound quite clear to you.
だな。
Seriously?
これ以上いじめたら泣き出しちまいそうだぜ。
It feels like she'd start crying if I bullied her anymore. As we talked, Renove returned with Beato, who wore a meek expression. She didn't yet have her usual bold smile, but it looked like the blood wasn't rushing to her head anymore.
よう。
Hey,
お前の手番だぜ。
it's your turn.
次の一手は決まったかよ。
Did you decide on your next move?
デザインだ。
I resign.
この場はお前に勝ちを譲る。
For now, I will let you have your victory. Beato told me that frankly. It seemed she'd taken a far-sighted view, as though saying if you want to laugh, then laugh. It was a bit of a killjoy, and I lost my desire to deliver the final blow.
ま、お前がリザインしたってのは結局のところ。
Well, now that you've resigned,
俺の説もお前の説も互いが相手を否定できないイーブンって意味だからな。
that just means we're even, since my theory and yours can't deny each other. Isn't that such a sweet way to put it, Battler? That is such a sweet way to put it.
負けってよりは引き分けって意味で受け取っとくぜ。
You should treat it more like a tie than a loss.
気持ち悪い同情などいらぬわ。
I don't need your disgusting sympathy.
この場はわらわの負けだと言っておる。
I'm telling you that I lost this round.
そなたには雨に濡れた犬をさらに棒で叩く趣味があるというのか。
When you find a dog drenched with rain, do you have a sudden urge to whack it with a stick or something?
ねえよ。
Nope.
お前と違ってな。
I'm not you. Oh my god, the burn! What a burn! Oh my god. Even though she ridiculed me horribly when I showed signs of defeat, this is the best she's got when the tables are turned. I did feel that was pretty cowardly of her, but decided to act with dignity as the victor and let it slide. Beatrice resigned. That's the one result of the first twilight. Beatrice couldn't counter my move of one of the 6 was the culprit, and that person died in an accident. No, she probably could have countered it, but for some strategic reason, she admitted defeat. It felt less like I'd won, and more like I'd let her slip away at the last second. In a chess match with a witch, battles can be fought solely with pieces known as X, which require no detailed explanations. Thanks to the Devil's Proof, I could create as many strange fictions as I wanted, and use them as fighters in our argument. But that only works in a chess match with a witch. In our human world, you can't use such abstract theories to explain things. The first twilight was a chain of 6 closed rooms. It certainly may have been possible for a human. Beatrice wasn't able to deny all possibilities. However, I don't have a clue who committed the crime, or why or how they actually did it. It may seem strange to hear me saying this after I won, but for some reason, I felt like I'd been more satisfied if Beatrice had been able to say definitively that it was impossible for humans. This is so adorable, you guys. This is so adorable. Oh my god. I can't get over how adorable this all is. I really just can't. I'm sorry. I managed to avoid specifics using an abstract piece called X, but I couldn't deny the sense of some eerie intent that must never be known was filling up this entire mansion. Back to reality. Let's see. We have had so little time in the real world in this episode. It's kind of crazy. I just can't get over how much of these episodes have been stuff of flashbacks about Beatrice or logic battles between Beatrice and Battler. Like, or just straight up magic stuff and fights. Like, seriously. This is, holy shit. Like, there's so little going on with the human side of things, aside from the very beginning with Eva. So anyway, it's 2:05 right now. And, I mean, not 2:05 right now, I'm sorry. We've gone for 2 hours and 5 minutes, now 6. I think, unless you're telling me that the next part is very short, I think this would be a good place to stop for today. Unless, is this next part coming up very short? Or is it a longer chunk of fight? It looks like we just hit a chapter break, actually, so. Hello, Antra. Welcome to the stream. I should stop here? Okay. This is number 9 for episode 3. So I'd say we're about halfway. We're probably about halfway through the story. Yeah, okay. I will stop here for today. So let me just go ahead and save. We're going to run out of save files soon. Absolutely, that is a fact. Oh my god, so thank you so much for joining me today. The next Umineko will be in 4 days, because in 2 days from now, it is Syconia episode 3. Alright, I think I could use a break after streaming 2 days in a row. Woo! Okay, so in 2 days from now is Syconia. And then we'll continue Umineko in 4 days. Thank you all so much for joining me. Seriously. You guys are amazing. And just, oh yeah, one more thing. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.